to Nukkle Hedd Comics Tuesday. It's fucking Tuesday. We got Lay in the building. We got Cap in the building. Cabs can't make it tonight, but he's here in spirit. On Lay.
My man, just chilling, brother, chilling.
What's up, Cap? How you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Is that? And the father goes shamefully. That's my son. And the other guy goes shamefully. Orion goes, that's my father. Choose fear and hate to run your life. Something you can't do. That was wrong with me from the beginning. I was doing it that way. I was gonna go down that path. I worried.
You thought it was Grayson?
Sorry, got hurt. It's like not him. Not him.
Crack his brain for somebody, anybody that can help, and remembers. Freeze.
The media.
No,
Randall Savage. With his knowledge and all other shit and his capacity to learn.
Absolutely.
This is the only vegan I'll ever eat is grilled chicken wings, because that's like vegan to me. You know what I'm saying? Because the chicken wings are supposed to be fried, but you grill the chicken wings, you put it in some sauce, and give it some blue cheese.
Is vegan.
That's vegan. Like regular moo cow fuck milk, put it in some Honey Nut Cheerios, vegan, because Honey Nut Cheerios is good for your heart. You know what I'm saying? And I steal the question from Cabs.
I got it right. Look at this.
I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal. I would also like to steal.
You're too late.
Wow.
Word. He be like, I got a left elbow and a right elbow. I can break your face with an any elbow. Make sure that you get elbowed in your elbow with an elbow. Got the arm ball, get the phone ball, get around with the bomb with the bomb ball.
Daddy's gonna take you to Jersey Shore.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is fucking Tuesday night. You know what that means. Nukkle Hedd Comics, we in the building. We got Cap here. He's on his phone. He's, we always got some problems with the laptop, but we working on it.
Yeah, dude. If you don't get here in enough time to give it a full chance to update, the motherfucker takes its sweet ass time. And for some reason, I can't get it to switch the day it updates. It has to be on Tuesdays, right before we fucking stream.
Because it's the commies, man. They're trying to get us.
The Washington Commanders?
Yes. They're trying to get us. But yeah, man. Fucking this week we got some stuff to talk about with I always want to call it Mr. Wonderful, but Wonder Man. I don't know for the life of me I want to call it Mr. Wonderful. But Wonder Man. And some more comic book news. They dropped did they drop a trailer? A new trailer for something?
They didn't drop a new trailer for something, but they're not dropping any trailers for the Super Bowl, which is something we can get into.
Yes. Which, not for nothing, the Super Bowl commercials have been asked the past couple of years. And I can understand them going, why would I want to spend millions of dollars on a Super Bowl ad where I could save that money and won't have to make that shit back up in the box office where they're not making that much money. And they must have heard that people like me don't watch those shits, so they don't want nobody seeing them.
True. Yeah. I mean, we can talk about it now if you want, or hold up on it.
No, let's talk about it now and then we'll.
So, my big theory is the fact that I think both Brand New Day and Doomsday are coming. Well, Doomsday we know is coming in December. I think Brand New Day is coming late in this year too. And I don't think they think it makes sense to drop a trailer now for something that's coming at the end of the year. Because people are going to forget about it.
Yeah.
I mean, they did the 4 trailers, the 4 teasers for Avatar. Nobody's talking about them.
Yeah, that should happen. They came out. Just dropped.
Yeah, they're not making big news now. Everybody had their moment and they're moving up.
Apparently, so it's July for Brand New Day. And then December for Avengers.
That's gonna be Doomsday. because what do you call it? Doom Part 3 is also coming out on that same day. And Doom Part 3 is calling bluff because they're like, we're not fucking moving.
I mean, why would they need to move? It's not like anybody's gonna watch that boring ass fucking movie, whether it's when it comes out on its own, or it comes out with a team, or it comes out with a prom dress. It don't matter. Those fucking movies suck. So why would they give a shit?
Dude, there's a lot of people who are big fans of those movies. I would say probably more people who are a fan of those movies than are a fan of the Marvel movies at this point.
That explains a lot. They don't know what the fuck they're watching. That's why they don't like the Marvel movies. I get to say it because I'm Spanish. It's not racist. Dude, no, but yeah, I mean, come on, man. We saw that fucking bullshit. We fell asleep. 2 hours later, we're in the same goddamn conversation. And they said, "Oh, look, we got fucking armor that vibrates, and if you go slowly, you can kill people with it." There you go. Now the fight scenes are gonna be in fucking slow mo. Where's Snack Snyder? You're slow mo, motherfucker. Shit.
You know that I always found that funny. We gotta move slowly in order to get through the armor that you have. The point of a fight is to finish your opponent as fast as possible. We're not supposed to be here all fucking day.
Yep. Shit. But they want to fuck around and find out. Piece of shit. But yeah, man. So, and also, I think part of the reason why they don't want to drop the trailers on the Super Bowl, because I don't think there's gonna be a lot of people watching the Super Bowl. Or I don't think they think there's gonna be a lot of people watching. You know?
I mean, that could be true because it's two teams that nobody really cares about, or one team nobody really cares about, another team that everybody is hating the fact that they're back there so soon. This is a repeat of a Super Bowl matchup that happened a few years ago.
Yeah.
Not to mention, God forbid, a Puerto Rican fucking does the halftime show. You know, not to get too political on this shit, but
no, yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah, all they're stacked against each other. All this shit. God forbid. America, land of diversity, show some kind of fucking diversity. But anyway, apparently Amadeus Cho was cut from Captain America: Brave New World. He was casted. And Logan Kim was casted to play his role. I don't know if you know who that is.
I don't. But I mean, I know who Amadeus Cho is, but I don't know who that actor is.
Yeah, apparently the leader was supposed to transform him into the Hulk.
Which is not what happens, but all right.
I mean, it wasn't the way that the Red Hulk got transferred also, right?
It was a big secret. So I'd have to go back and because the point, what do you call it? When the Red Hulk initially came out, the point of him wasn't who transformed him into the Red Hulk. The point of it was the Red Hulk was like going through like an assassin and taking out targets in Bruce's life, and people were just like, "Who the fuck is the Red Hulk?"
Yeah.
But so here's the thing. As we're gonna see with when we get into Wonder Man, the Red Hulk, that origin you could change. I kind of like the fact that because if you're not gonna have him go after people in Bruce's life and have it be a big mystery on who the fuck it is, right? I like the fact that the leader tricked Ross into becoming the Hulk. because then it ties them more closely into what the movies are doing. It does a whole lot less of, trying to shoehorn a whole thing from the comics that is not going to make any sense, or you're probably going to fuck it up somehow. But with Amadeus Cho, Bruce Banner found a way to separate himself from the Hulk and give it to Cho. And Cho was able to become the Hulk without the anger issues, without all the problems, still maintaining his strength and intelligence. And that there's a there's a bigger thing that you could have done with Mark Ruffalo and passing of the torch and the mantle and all this other shit with Amadeus Cho. That you would have killed the whole meaning if the leader made him the Hulk, because he was handpicked by Bruce.
Yeah. And isn't his mom the scientist that helped make Ultron?
Yeah,
Or the
she helped make the synthetic skin.
Yeah, so I mean, you would have to involve her, and I guess there's a better way to have fucking Amadeus Cho introduced with her and Bruce Banner deciding to do something with the Hulk.
Yeah. I mean, there's a million and one things that they could do to implement shit correctly while still changing it. It doesn't have to be a 1-for-1.
Yeah.
Now, when we get into Wonder Man, if you have like a good idea and great writing behind it, we got some room to play now.
Shit, this is what we've been saying. This is what we've been saying with the fucking us critiquing the rest of the shows. Like, yo, just fucking give us some good writing and the story to fucking go by, and we'll fucking eat it up. And that's what happened with this shit. But nah, we need to insult our fans. We need to fucking do some shit out of left field. We gotta, talk about prostitutes and scallywaggons and all this other bullshit, because they have an agenda that they need to come across. And the crazy shit is, like, this shit, it seemed like it was, all right, we're gonna get into the fucking review anyway, but it seemed like this shit was in its own world attached to the MCU. And it just goes to show you could do that because there's multifacets in this world. Like, you have people that have powers that don't want to do shit. Then you have a bunch of agencies that need to prove their worth because there's no unlimited funding here. You know what I'm saying? So it's dope. And not for nothing, I think Slattery and this guy's chemistry is crazy.
Yeah. Let's get one thing straight out the way here. Wonder Man is a fantastic show. It is 100% fan-fucking-tastic. This is, I don't know if you guys remember, years ago when Cabs was a regular on here, we were doing the review for Hawkeye. Yeah. And there was the episode or the scene where Yelena and Kate were in the elevator, and they were just, why did you do that? What are you wearing? And they were just going back and forth and talking. And then there's the other scene with when she came in and she made herself mac and cheese. And, she's like, oh, are you going to kill me? And Yelena was like, well, if I was going to kill you, I would have done it already. And Cab said that that's what he wanted. He wanted a Marvel show that was just characters talking, fuck all the other shit. And he got it. That's what Wonder Man is. Wonder Man is two characters who somehow every episode fucking do like a deep dive, heartfelt fucking conversation, great chemistry, great writing, great acting. The only thing, this is how good this show is. The only thing that I'm a little iffy on and a little bit like, I don't really like that, is the fucking ending when they made it Marvel.
Yeah.
When they made it into something Marvel, then I was like, this is kind of. But the rest of the shit was fucking awesome. And
Yeah. The
Good.
suit was on point too.
Say again?
The suit was on point
Oh,
too.
yeah.
Shit. But yeah, man, we got characters connecting. We saw real life emotions in this shit. We even got a backstory episode, which was like it was in black and white, so you know the tone was different, but it still was kind of dope. Like we got to see why this shit fucked everything up, you know. Where before they would just be like, "Oh yeah," in passing they would have talked about Doorman Jones, but now everybody like got to see him and you know got to feel why they won't they're not allowed to be actors or on TV or movies and shit like that, you know?
Yeah.
That shit is fire. I just genuinely liked how everybody in this role felt serious. Even his agent, that shit felt like it was like they gave it to a girl who's funny, but she wasn't joking.
Yeah.
You know, even like the little team that she made for them now that they scored Wonder Man. Like, oh, yeah, you got a team now. The team's like, yeah, well, we think this, and this. And you could feel the tension when Slattery was talking. And they're like, yo, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? Like, this felt like we was watching a fucking Entourage or you know, like an HBO show that wasn't Marvel.
Yeah. And funny enough, my favorite episode, I think, is episode 5, where the Trevor gets accosted by these guys who he ripped off back when he was on drugs. Simon loses control, uses his powers to get him out of there. This kid captures it all on his GoPro, and now they're trying to get the footage back. And the majority of the episode is just them in the car talking about trying to get the footage back. They find out that they got to be at the callback now because Van Kovac is doing the shit. They find the kid. The kid's like, yo, I need you to steal back my motorcycle. Trevor instantly is like, fuck this kid. This kid's not trustworthy. But they go into this house, which you think from the outside is drug dealing, and they're cooking up fucking meth or some shit. You see the cooking materials and all this shit, and they're making Mexican candy. And these guys are like, yo, we used to scare each other talking like you in high school. Like, and it was probably the best fucking episode they had. It was my favorite episode. And it's nothing. It's nothing of an episode.
We gotta go.
Yo, it's just, that's how good the fucking writing is. Ben Kingsley, he deserves 100% Emmy Award. He should get the award, but they'll probably never give him the award for this, but he deserves a nomination at least.
Yeah. And even the guy who was Simon, like the main actor.
Yeah, I think it
was.
Now, I might butcher it a little bit, but it's Yahya Abdul Mateen.
What up, Big Food? Yeah, I think he was dope. Like the fact that he was able to like make everyone uncomfortable, including the viewer. When he started ranting, it was like, all right, no, that's art right there.
You know what the fuck was? He's definitely a big dude. He was definitely in shape, but he was able to play soft enough that when he's not losing control, you don't fear him. But when he is losing control, you're like, okay, we got to get a handle on him. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't like Dave Bautista where you come off and you're like, man, you're fucking Dave Bautista.
Yeah.
Like if Dave Bautista was playing Wonder Man, he wouldn't need to use his powers. It'd be like, yo, you're 10 times bigger than the dude holding Trevor hostage. Just yoke him or something.
Yeah.
Then two things in this motherfucking show got us hook, line, and fucking sinker. First off, the goddamn cell phone vibrations.
Yeah, man.
Every time a cell phone went off, we checked our phones. And there was an episode in which the cell phone went off. We checked our phones. We made a joke about it. It went off again, and we checked our phones again.
Yeah, nah, that whoever did the cell phone vibrations fucking got that shit on point. They really wanted people to know that those phones were ringing.
Yeah. And then you had the fucking what was it? It was the callback one. So that's probably episode 6, where they team Simon up with one of the other dudes who's auditioning for Barnaby, and they're like, "Hey, you're somebody who knows him from school. You're back when you were in school." And that dude like faked the phone call, started calling him a freak. We know where you are. We know what you did. We know this, and pushed and pushed and pushed. And Simon punches this motherfucker through his head.
Yeah.
And I bought 100% that he just fucked up his whole life. And it turned out to be a dream.
Yo, bro, it felt like they said, record this like this is real. Don't let these people know this is a dream. And, like this was supposed to be a part of the show. That's why everybody reacted the way that they did. Because I think that's what caught us also. The director reacted slattery. Everyone was like, oh, what the fuck? Like, everybody reacted the way we reacted. I think that's what made it feel real. Because usually when it's a dream, you know something's wrong.
And you know what's funny? One thing that that I do that went against me in this moment, I'm almost super analytical, right? If you look at the head, you're like, all right, there's no viscous blood, there's no ooze, there's no nothing. And upon looking at it again, you could tell that, all right, this isn't real life. But my dumbass was like, oh, he's got ionic power. So, of course, if he uses the ions, it's not going to look the fucking way it...
Yeah. Like
I convinced myself that it had to be real.
I just figured all that money for CGI effects went to She-Hulk for twerking. No, but it's funny. I was talking to my boy about it because he saw it too, and he was like, nah, that part got him also. That part got him real good. Shit. That was masterpiece. And yo, I'm telling you, man, it was dope. All the actors in this shit had given us something. And it makes you think, like, where is this come, in the other fucking
Oh, I'm on twice.
TV shows. Word. You know what I'm saying? In the other TV shows, where is all this passion and actual, like, deep emotional acting for when shit happens? You know what I'm saying? Because even in, like, what was it, Secret Wars? We got that one monologue from the main bad guy.
Yeah,
The Skrull, which was dope. But everything else just felt like no one gave a shit.
I think it's because this was just allowed to be itself. They were like, "Hey, what?" So I'm gonna equate it to 2 different Star Wars movies, or 2 different Star Wars properties.
All
right. If Kathleen Kennedy would have just let Rian Johnson make the movie he wanted to make, and not have him make the next one in the sequel trilogy, I think his movie would have been fucking good.
Okay.
right? So this is a little bit like that, where Kevin Feige or whoever was just like, yo, fuck it. We're struggling right now. What idea do you have? Unimpeded, run with it. Just go with it. I don't give a shit. You put what you want down on that screen. We'll come in the last 10 minutes and do what we got to do with it. But for 99% of this shit, you do what you want to do. And it was fucking good because it was allowed to be what it wanted to be. Because again, until the end, not one fucking Marvel thing was shoehorned in it.
Yeah. But also, I think what they did unintentionally was open up doors for multiple avenues, because damage control is the people that come in and fix up the area when the superheroes leave, right? That's what it is in comics, right? It's not a secret agency that goes around trying to fucking arrest Enhanced.
Correct.
But now think about this though. We have people going around trying to arrest the Enhanced. And people are starting to not like the Enhanced, or already you can't be an actor, you can't be this. Now imagine these people that are mutated. It opens up the floodgates for the hate of the mutants, and people arresting the mutants and hunting the mutants, and that can be the reason why someone like Xavier or Magneto step up at this point, because we was living our lives by ourselves, not really doing much. And then now we start seeing people coming after us. And when you come after us, we stand up for ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it could open up a floodgates for some kind of mutant world, like an X-Men. And we get to see that, which is crazy because with all the stuff with Ice and all the other shit now, it lends itself. And if the X-Men does anything, it touches reality and culture and history. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
So who better than, if you're gonna lead into the X-Men and mutation, to have it,
and what better than, if it's gonna come out in the next few years, then hopefully all this dies down, so it's not such a fresh wound.
Yeah. Because to be honest with you, it kind of fits, because the blip felt like COVID. It felt like the pandemic. And they had 5 years. We had what, 2? You know what I'm saying? It kind of felt like that. So, we could see this going on. But we got to get past Doomsday first. If this is any inclination of what is in the future, cool. But like you said, this might be a one-off, because we did praise Loki season 1 and 2 a lot for their writing and all that. But that was like, the story was so deep in that. You know what I'm saying? And that was another one that wasn't so action-packed. Good.
There's a little bit of delay because I'm hearing you say something in your room, but then it takes like a second to get to me. But here's the funny thing. Every time we praise the show, would it be Moon Knight, Hawkeye, Loki, WandaVision, Werewolf by Night, Daredevil, X-Men 97. What did they all do? They all were just the shows they wanted to fucking be. It didn't seem like anything else was fucking happening. All the shows we didn't like. You told us what the show was about. That's not what the fuck the show was.
Yeah.
Ironheart. Shoehorned in some shit that had nothing to do. We good?
And Mephisto.
Good.
Yeah, we good.
Like, even what do you call it? Agatha All Alone. That show was good. because it was allowed to be what the fuck it wanted to be.
Yeah.
And the other show that I was gonna, or the other Star Wars property that I was gonna liken this to, is Andor. And I say that because I've actually heard and seen videos of people like, oh, but how's it gonna explain to the Avengers that when Thanos came, this motherfucker was sitting down doing nothing, trying to act and blah blah blah. And I want to say this. Not everybody thinks superpowers are a fucking blessing. Clearly, this motherfucker didn't know how to activate it, how to control it, what was the fucking catalyst or anything. He just let it build to a point where he had to, like a capacitor, fucking dump the fuck all the energy.
Oh, you're freezing. But yeah, you might have to reset your computer again. You're starting to freeze now.
Am I good at this moment?
Yeah, you're good at
able
this
to get my
moment.
point across.
You might be able to, yeah.
All right. So the last thing I'm going to say, hopefully you guys will hear me, is the fact that this, like Andor, this shows you the other side of the fucking coin. Yeah, you got a handful of people that are trying to protect the world from Thanos and from Ultron and from whoever the fuck else is coming, from Doom, blah, blah, blah. But you have people who are just trying to fucking live life. He was just trying to be an actor. You know, not everybody who can watch a mystery film and solve it in 10 seconds, or as good as Clue, or as good, you know, at the gun range and all that shit. Not every one of them becomes a cop.
Yeah.
And
I mean, and
I think
also,
this was a nice look at the fact, this was a nice look at the other side of the world and go, oh yeah, life has to go on. Life is going on in the midst of all the other shit that's happening that we're seeing with everybody else dealing with.
yeah, and also, he's in Los Angeles. Thanos attacked New York. How fast you getting here? Also, Thanos attacked New York and they left. You know what I'm saying? They got what they needed and they left. So you get here, what you doing now? You don't know how to use your powers. You could obviously hurt a lot of people blowing up shit with their ionic energy. If you don't notice, like he's like a fucking bomb that hits everybody.
Yeah.
It doesn't just hit one person. 2, I don't remember the news going, if you have powers, come and help fucking Spider-Man fight this magic dude. You know what I'm saying? Because that was the thing. In New York, it was the magic dude and the big guy versus Spider-Man and Iron Man, right? And also, a little fun fact, when Thanos did come to fight the Avengers, they were in Wakanda. Y'all know how to get to Wakanda? You got that shit on your lip? That shit on your lip got some shit on his lip? Just because he's black don't mean he's Wakandan. We saw that. There's differences to this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what was he supposed to do? Ionically fucking show up? Like, let's be serious for a second. What are you talking about? Where was he when, 1, we didn't know Thanos was here. 2, they were in fucking Wakanda where no one knows where the fuck that shit is. 3, it's not like fucking Thanos gave us 6 months worth of warning.
Yeah, he wasn't Galactus.
He showed up and said, where's my shit? That's like me going, yo, officer, I know you are an officer of Arizona, but someone broke into my house in New York. How come you didn't come to my house and protect my shit? Arizona police officer. How the fuck he's supposed to know? You know what I'm saying? Also, and then the battle of the tough guys at the end in Endgame. Another one. If he was blipped and he came back, he didn't know he was supposed to be going to fight somebody. He's trying to figure out what the fuck's happening. He's trying to figure out where his mama is. Wong did not go up to him and said, we've been eyeing you, boy. No one knows who this motherfucker was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So all that bullshit with Thanos, it gotta stop. We fought him already twice. We beat him. Let's move on. That's like going, how come none of these kids that are fucking 17, 18 years old remember 9/11? You wasn't around.
Dude, it's in the movie itself. Doctor Strange goes, is that everyone? And Wong goes, you wanted more?
Yeah.
He brought everybody he could.
Word. Like Howard the fucking Duck, and he wasn't even he wasn't even on Earth. Howard the Duck wasn't even on Earth. And he came. So fuck off. We got enough people.
Yo, not to mention, how old do you think he is in this show?
That's a good let's see, I'm Googling it. His late 30s, early 40s. Is while a specific exact numeral age is not explicitly stated in the series, the character is portrayed as an adult in his late 30s, early 40s.
All right. So you say he's 40, right?
Around there.
Does it say what year this is taking place in? Because we know it's not our time now.
Wonder Man is primarily set in the year 2026, with the storyline spanning roughly from the late 2025 to mid 2027. Trevor Slattery mentioning 13 years of sobriety since 2013, placing the show's main events in around 2026.
So, if we do the math, you mean to tell me that, because let's say he's 40 in the show, right? Put him right at that upper echelon, right where I'm at.
Yeah.
In universe, Endgame or Infinity War happened in 2018. So you're gonna get a 32-year-old man with no fight training, no training on his abilities, and have him do what?
Well, no, you're talking about 27-year-old. If it was 13 years.
No. 2018 is 8 years from now. It was 8 years ago.
Okay.
So if he's 40 now and it took place this year, he would have been 31, 32.
Okay, all right.
You have a 32-year-old who doesn't know the who, what, when, why, and hows of his powers, nor does he know how to fight. What the fuck is he going to do?
Blow up and start hurting people. There's a reason why he didn't bring the Punisher.
Yeah. Or Daredevil.
And you know, who's to say
or
that
Ghost Rider or Blade or any other fucking amalgamation of whoever you want to.
Moon Knight. Shit. You know, who's to say they wasn't dealing with their own shit? You would like to think Endgame happened there and only there, but who's to say they didn't go around the whole planet?
Did you guys know that until the German side started bombarding our fucking supply ships that were supplying both sides of the fucking war, America wasn't in World War II.
Yeah.
We were like, yo, fuck this. We good. Until we got attacked.
And
they had to bring us in.
Don't want that.
They had to bring us into the war. The same shit with him. Like, come on.
Yeah.
This is why I think the ending for me is I'm gonna just say bad. Because he had everything he wanted and he gave it away to a free Trevor Slattery who still didn't pay for his fucking still didn't pay for his crimes.
Yeah.
And betrayed you. And now what? Now you're gonna have Avengers coming after you.
Yeah. I mean,
you had everything you wanted. The respect of your brother. The role of a lifetime.
a friend.
Yeah. I wouldn't have, you know what I would not have mind? I wouldn't have mind if he snuck in there
Just to say bye.
to give him something to watch the movie on.
Yeah, like thank you type shit.
Yeah.
Cause not for nothing. I mean, you have all that money. Wouldn't it have been easy to hire a lawyer? A She-Hulk lawyer?
It would have been. Not to mention, you went up to this dude and was like, I'm Simon Williams. I'm studying for a role.
Yeah, so it's not like you.
Let me go break this motherfucker out of prison. Like,
yeah, he didn't think that one through.
Yeah, but again, that's a small blemish. That's the Marvel fucking blemish on what is a damn near perfect show. When you could start off, you know what? This is something that they did with Ahsoka, right? Because they knew it would take some time for people to get on board with her because she wasn't in the movies.
Yeah,
and it's kind of a thing like this here. It's like, how do you introduce a character who's walking around during this time, but is not in the movies we saw? So they did the same thing they did with Ahsoka with him. You start off with making him look like a jackass and making us go, yo, what the fuck are you doing? That opening scene where he had it and then he was like, yo, but what about my backstory? But what if we were friends? But what book am I reading? Let's get the writer in here. Let's get the fucking thing. And you're like, yo, shut the fuck up. You're here to say one line and die.
Yeah. And he said that line perfectly in the fucking rehearsal. So say it and move on with your business. It's like, what was that scene where he was a waiter and said, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with he's a Jamaican bobsledder from the Bronx that has an uncle that doesn't know how to divide, and his mama has an accent because she used to make pizzas on Wednesdays. And like, what does it have to do with with ordering food?
That has nothing to do with anything.
Yes. Like, what does that have to do with anything? But then he started asking the right questions. It was like, maybe saying what makes you think isn't compatible. Maybe it's like an invite to tell me more. Shit like that. That's what made it intriguing, because now we get to see the process of how different speech patterns and different emotions signal different reactions in your mind.
Yeah. And we also got to see the, well, this is how I've always done it versus the, well, that's why you haven't succeeded.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, now you guys might not like this, but sometimes if everybody around you has a problem with you, you are the fucking problem.
Yeah.
Like it's the funny, it's the old what is it, the old female joke. It's like everybody has one ugly friend in the group, and if all your girlfriends are beautiful, you're the ugly one.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. Shit. But yeah, man, this was unexpected based off of what really happened. Because we thought this was a show about people making a movie, but this is a show about friendship.
Yeah.
This is that buddy cop movie that we wanted, but they're not cops, but they are fixing problems. And I do like how, like, you remember me? No, I wish I did. It's hurting that I don't remember you. And he listed all the shit that he did, and he's like, and then you expect me to remember you after all that shit? It must have been good because I don't remember nothing. It's like, in my defense, I was on all that stuff. You just
Yeah. You know what's funny? He did, excuse me. He did the Mandarin in Iron Man 3. And you're like, yo, this dude is good because Ben Kingsley was good. He was menacing. He actually looked like he, was badass and all that shit. And then he became Trevor Slattery, and you're like, they kind of fucked it up, blah, 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 whatever. And then Shang-Chi comes out. And you're like, oh, justice for Trevor. Now we know he's a comedic character. Now we know, now we can see what he was doing and we can enjoy it. And then this show comes out and you're like, oh, there literally is more to this man than just him being the butt of the joke. And you kind of see why he was so good as the Mandarin. Not like they chose him specifically because his acting chops would work. He fell into the role and he found what he needed to make that role work because he's that good.
Yeah, he was just addicted to drugs. It's funny. We saw the audition for it. And he's like, yeah, man, I really need the gig. And he's like, why don't you say this? And he's like, oh, no, be fearful. And he said it and he's like, I will come back for you. And like his voice changed and everything. This guy is he's a work of art. I dig it. And like that whole episode where they're making the gummies and everyone thought they were doing drugs there and shit. And they mentioned that. And it was just a misunderstanding between the friends. It kind of foreshadowed the relationship between Trevor and Simon. You ever notice most of the stuff that they had to deal with foreshadowed their actual relationship?
Yeah. The fact that as soon as they get the script, so Barnaby was Wonder Man's only friend in the original film. And then as soon as they get the script for the remake, the sides that they get is Barnaby betrays Wonder Man.
Yeah. What up, Tyson? I never asked you guys what was your original thoughts on the Mandarin twist in Iron Man 3. I enjoyed Wonder Man, by the way. Yo, we loved Wonder Man. My initial reaction for the Mandarin twist in Iron Man 3 was fuck. Like they took a serious character and they fucked it up. Because I was disappointed. I was a little disappointed that they made him that, because the only little bit I knew about Iron Man and the people his bad guys was the Mandarin, because I had the figure. Remember, I had the toy of the Mandarin. I was like, this nigga's badass. And then I'm expecting so much more coming from it. And it's like, but then we get the Mandarin in Shang-Chi, and that kind of brought okay, I get where you're going from. This was a story that wasn't completed, and we're getting to see the completion of it. Because if you think about it, we got kind of like 2 movies and a TV show of the Mandarin, where we got his introduction, his redemption, and then his story.
Yeah. And to answer your question, my initial thought was laughter. Or my initial reaction was laughter, because objectively it's a funny scene. Ben Kingsley's just that good.
Yeah, it was.
It's funny. When you leave the theater, you go, that was bullshit, because they didn't do anything else with it. Like Killian was just the dumbest fucking thing they could have come up with. But in the moment, it's kind of like I don't like Thor Ragnarok. I don't. But I laughed my ass off when Bruce Banner smacked it to the Rainbow Bridge, thinking he was about to do something before turning into the Hulk. I mean, it's just sometimes funny is funny.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, it's like I said, we didn't expect this when it first came out. This type of show. We did the whole, this one might be the one that everyone hates. Or we had that it was the sleeper one where this is the one that brings everything together. I don't think it bring everything together, but it definitely gave confidence to those who watch it going, maybe the next one's good.
Yeah. This is right up there with my favorites of everything they produced. Like each episode left off with me going, no, this show's good. I can't even sit here and try to bullshit it and be like, this sucks.
No. The next show is Daredevil Born Again season 2, and that's it though.
Now
they have on the list.
That one's gonna suck.
Oh no, X-Men 97, and then Spider-Man season and Vision Quest. Vision Quest is about White Vision. Oh, he froze. But yeah, I would assume that's about White Vision. Shit. Yeah, so the shows after Born Again, X-Men 97 season 2, Spider-Man season 2, and Vision Quest. And Vision Quest is the White Vision. Right?
Yes.
All right.
Or yeah, because I think he died, right?
Vision? No, what's Vision? Did you freeze again? Yeah, I think you froze again. You might have to reset it. Yeah, but what's Vision? In WandaVision, Vision appealed to his common sense, I guess, confused him, and he left to go do his own thing. But Vision in WandaVision was a figment of Wanda's imagination, so he didn't survive that. Remember, the regular Vision kind of like reasoned with White Vision, and then White Vision just left.
Yeah.
So we didn't hear nothing about that afterwards. And then the real Vision was just a spell that was not allowed to leave that area. So once,
right, because the body was destroyed and they had it cut up, right?
Yeah. Once she dropped the force field, he was gone. Shit. But yeah, hopefully those shows are, I mean, Daredevil season 2 looked fucking crazy. That shit looked like a psychedelic trip.
X-Men 97 Part 2, we know it's gonna be good.
Yeah, they didn't drop a trailer for that yet, right?
No. But you know what's funny? If Marvel itself is skipping the Super Bowl, which means we're not even gonna get trailers for those.
That's true, yeah. But hey, fuck it. I mean, as long as they don't cancel shit, we'll be alright. Because it's funny on the movie side of the website, they have Doomsday in December 2026 and Avengers Secret War in 2027 December. But in between those two movies is Blade.
Speaking of which,
Yep. Speaking of the black man, the guy doing Wonder Man is also in charge of the next Spider-Man film. This told me on what he could do. Yo, definitely. Especially if you want to do a Spider-Man that's gonna, be human and appeal to the emotional side of shit. Because not for nothing, this Spider-Man does not have his best friend. It doesn't have Mary Jane. He's on his own. So now we gotta see even a more vulnerable Peter Parker and a different type of Spider-Man. So that could, we could possibly be a little bit more comfortable seeing that because this director knows what the fuck he's doing. Joe's frozen, Cap's dealing with some shit. So just assume they agree with me 100%.
no, I'm here. I thought Show was gonna say something.
Joe's frozen.
Yo, whoever fucking said that technology was supposed to make the world easier is either lying or dumb.
Lying dumb or a fucking lying dumbass. You're lying on the table dumb as shit. You table dumber bitch. Yeah, man. I mean, what up, show? You muted, by the way. But anyway, yeah. Would you say that the weakest? You said what? The weakest episode was the one with the Doorman Jones, right?
The weakest episode. So, the weakest episode to me actually is the last one, and only because the way it ends opens up way more questions than it has to. But the only issue with the Doorman episode is okay. So that happened to that in-universe Josh Gad. Then what? Like, we never go back to, did he find him? Did he not find him? Is he dead? Is this man in jail for killing Josh Gad? Like that's another one. You ended it in a way that now has 1,000,001 questions. But do you even want to ask? Because the show that has only to do with Wonder Man and Trevor is fucking fantastic.
No, yeah. See, so with that being said, my boy also asked me that, and I'm sitting there going, remember when he went into that, when he initially touched that puddle of whatever the fuck that was? And he went into the room full of doors. So I'm thinking that guy is in that door. So he's not dead. He's just trapped in that room. And Eddie don't know how to get back to that room.
True. Or he went into one of the other doors and he's somewhere else. He wound up in Bangladesh or some shit.
Yeah. I mean, I would like to think Keanu Reeves' Neo would have found him. Remember, he was in the train station also, and he knew the key maker. You get Neo in there, and he'll get you out. But yeah, that even goes to show you, people who are content with what they have are never happy getting more of the shit. Because he was perfectly fine being a doorman. Then he got powers and then became rich and famous. And then he just started prostituting himself for money. Like, not prostituting himself as like a traditional prostitute. He was selling who he was for money. He was hawking everything.
Yeah, he was allowing people to make fun of him and all this shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, damn, this guy was perfectly fine sitting at the door, letting people in the club, working for the best boss he ever had, and now he got money and miserable. Shit, you know they're saying everybody wanted. Were you letting me finish, or you just?
I was letting you finish again. There's a delay on my end.
Oh, yeah. what I'm saying?
So-
Everybody want think money make them happy, but you know, everybody want what is it? Money can't make you happy, but everyone want to try to find out. I mean, shit.
Fuck that. You can't finish. Let me talk.
Then your head, puto.
Oh, this is too funny. Go ahead. Keep going.
How
Yeah,
dare
yeah.
you make Vin speak the only Spanish he can?
Word.
Yo, all we see is teeth, bro. You like Doorman Jones right now.
There you go.
So he's going to be talking a lot of more Spanish after this.
Word. You don't have to mute yourself, show. We don't hear nothing. We don't hear your car or nothing like that.
Yo, these something
Yeah.
good. You hear that, Mama? See?
Word. All right.
Today,
You didn't see any part of Wonder Man, did you, show?
to be honest with you, I misheard you, and I watched the trailer of He-Man.
Oh no, you didn't mishear me. That was last week's show.
Now, I heard you say something like, man, when I was in the room with you, when we was talking, he was like, yo, we about to talk about something. Man, I was like, oh, He-Man. So I watched the trailer.
That
I gotta do this while I'm at work, bro. I'm sorry.
My man was out here watching Man versus Beast.
he was watching Fight Science and wondering what this man was doing. He said that's good enough. I'm wondering if that's a man or not. I saw Trainees on the Beach HBO special. Shit.
Master of the Universe was great, but we're not talking about that. My bad.
Word. But yo, Wonder Man is a fantastic show. It's fucking like the acting in that shit is crazy. There's no action and shit, but the acting in it is dope. You get connected real fast to these characters. I think your wife will love it also. Your kids might enjoy it. And you know, it's not one of those shows where your kids can't watch it. But it's definitely something you gotta listen to. And I don't want to say you have to pay attention, but if you do, you get sucked into what they're doing. You know, it's just like normal life for people. But it's definitely worth the watch. I would definitely give this like what was that survey shit? You know, like I would recommend people watch this show.
Yeah, this is definite recommendation for me. Like I said before, it's a 9 out of 10 show.
Word. What you say,
So
Sean?
I said, nice.
Hey man, you know how we praised Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan and all that for how they brought in family culture and all that other stuff. This one we praise it, but for a different reason, because it brings in humanity and you know, awesome acting. So it's to me, this is one of the top shows. What up, Leon? It's one of the top shows Disney's done.
Yeah.
All right, I'll propose a question to you. Who'll take the win? Moonlight or this show? Wonder Man.
What do you mean win? Like what show's better, or what character would win in a fight?
Moonlight sound like this. Oh, so your description of Wonder Man is my description of Moonlight. Like it's a must watch. It's an awesome show. Like everything you said, I said about that show. So I'm just gonna do it.
Okay, so my interpretation of what you're asking, Wonder Man had a lot of subtle, charming moments, and Slattery stole the show with his charm and his seriousness and his relatability. Moon Knight had a miraculous performance of him and 3 different personalities, and the growth between each character individual from the same person was phenomenal. So I can't say which one was better, but I can tell you that both of those have similar feelings to what happened.
Trying to answer my question.
Did you not
It's
just
good
give
enough for
your
you to watch.
answer to the question?
Then what?
Said, did you not just give your answer to the question?
No, he said you kind of answered my question.
Oh, from my end, it sounded like you legit said, "Yeah, I haven't answered my question."
Oh. Nah,
Dude.
we speak Joe.
He asked he tried to say like he did it. He sounded like he was trying to grasp what I was asking, but he got the right grasp. Is what I'm trying to say. He got the question right.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'll tell you, for me, I think edging out barely, Wonder Man is better. Because there's not a... So Moon Knight had one solid fucking performance from Oscar Isaac. A fucking hands down great performance. Ethan Hawke played a decent villain. But there is nothing, not a single character in this whole fucking show that was like, we could have done without him. Every single person, from one line to full sentences to main characters to supporting characters.
Even the showrunner.
Yeah, the fucking director, the guy who played the director, was a better actor in here than he was in Superman. In Superman, I was like, yo, this motherfucker can't act for shit. And then you get to Wonder Man, you're like, oh no, he's a good actor. They just told him to be fucking stupid in Superman for some reason.
To try to make Lex Luthor look smarter. See, that's that right there is the beauty of this. No one said dumb down your acting to make this guy's acting look better.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, it was the opposite. They told him to dumb down the acting so that when you hit it, we can see the difference.
Word. The director in Wonder Man is the same actor that played
The president of that fictitious country in Superman.
Yeah. I heard he liked the Russian girls. That's why he wanted to start his helm. What did you say, Show?
I said, isn't it better when you tell the actor, yo, you better bring it because I am.
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Not dimmed down so I can look better.
Yeah, because that's what destroys shit. Because remember, you're only as strong as your weakest link. So to make myself look stronger, I go after the weakest link, or I have to make you weaker. It's like that just makes everybody weaker. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're all talking about wrestling and you genuinely don't know nothing about wrestling, it wouldn't be stronger if you were asking questions trying to figure out more shit about wrestling than it would be to just say stupid shit that had nothing to do with wrestling and just trying to act like you know shit. You know what I'm saying? Where in these shows, every single, like, even the people that auditioned was like, oh, like, I can't see him as a superhero, but that motherfucker act. You know what I'm saying? What up, Janelle? You don't need to mute yourself again, Show, but it's all right. It's a habit.
Just make it so I don't want to mess up the one.
You'll be all right. But yeah, that was the thing where, like, in Moon Knight, it was... What kind of fucked up Moon Knight was that deity fight?
No. The kaiju fight nobody could see?
Yeah. But then again, like, it wasn't, you didn't have the budget for the
So,
CGI.
You know, here's what I'll tell you. In Moon Knight, you had that one scene where he shows up at the restaurant and he realizes that he's 3 days too late.
Yeah.
And he fucked it up, and he's like, I'll just have the steak, whatever the best bit is, just bring me the best bit.
Yeah.
Like, you have that moment. In Wonder Man, you go from moments like that, where Trevor would say something, and you're like, damn. Then you'll have moments where Simon would say something, and you're like, damn. And then moments where Simon would say something, and you're like, yo, come on. You're getting away. Like, he invests you so much in him. And this.
Yeah, he's freezing again. See, the minute he starts defending black people show, they kick him off. Last week, defending the black women, they kicked him off the show. It's Black History Month. Now he's over here talking about this black guy can act, and he got you invested in him, and they're like, nope, we can't have my man in here no more.
Fucking Victor Farrakhan over here.
Word, you know what I'm saying? You got to change your name from Captain Farrakhan, you know, because every time you defend the black man, they kick you off. Shit.
Victor Farrakhan.
Shit.
Go ahead, babe. My bad.
No, he's frozen again. He frozen again. You see how he ain't moved yet. So yeah, he frozen again.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Jensen is good, bro. You're doing 2 streams in the same house. Computers, that same internet. That internet's good.
It's
Yeah,
not
it's
the
Verizon.
internet. It's this stupid fucking laptop I'm on.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It's Verizon. Shit. But no, it's true though.
No,
He got us.
You're right. What I was saying. The white dude who played Wonder Man for all of 10 seconds in the show, that motherfucker deserves all the Oscars.
No, but yeah, I mean, he got us invested in him. The family, like yo, the mom was in 3 scenes in 2 separate episodes, and like it's almost impossible to not fall in love with this woman. You know, the way that she cared for her son, the way that she was like, it's okay, like she was with him to the beginning, and then she even like, you know, she was like so proud of him and shit, and then she had a moment where she opened up and she actually told what she felt about her son, and it's like, man, that's crazy, because you just went from her being like blindly prideful of her son being an actor, knowing damn well this motherfucker's struggling, but she still got that pride in him, you know, to let him know that everything's all right, and that, you know, to not, you know, not seem like he's disappointing. But then then boom, straight into some heartfelt moment where like he didn't have no friends, and I thought that was his way of hiding and all that other shit. And then I see you, and it's just, you know, it's like a heartful moment, you know. I don't want to say it's an emotional roller coaster, but it sure as fuck is it's a roller coaster nonetheless of emotion. Or
yeah. So it's not emotion that, it's not like I'm gonna cry emotion every scene, but it is emotion that you're like, damn, I feel like these people are real.
Yeah. Yeah, like an investment emotion.
Even with the brother, when you're like, yo, stop pushing him, man. Like, yo, what kind of fucking big brother are you? You know, he probably knew the whole shit with his dad. Was like, yo, this is gonna be the actor. This is gonna be the one on stage. I can't wait to see him on stage. And now he's doing it. And the brothers that, like, I could see it where they had a conversation. You know where I could see the falling out? This is why I like this show. Because I could see the falling out between him and his brother being an argument 2 years before, where they're like, yo, the brother's like, I want you to come work for me. The acting gig is not working out. And Simon's like, yo, no, I'm an actor. I want to work. I want to be an actor. I want to do this shit. And he's like, why? You're not getting anywhere. And he's like, yo, dad saw something in me. I want to see this through. And I can see his brother going, dad's not here anymore. You can't live this pipe dream. And that started the riff. I could see that. Because they have that subtext without ever saying it. That if you told me that was what happened, I believe you.
Yeah. Shit. Telling you, show you just need to fucking stop fucking around and watch.
Yeah, stop watching His and Hers. That stupid ass show.
Yeah, that was a stupid ass show.
supposed to know that.
I came in through the fucking like I saw a few episodes and I was like, this is a fucking chore to get through. And I don't know why if this happened, why are they going into this and that? I said, fuck it. It was the woman. I know it's the woman. And it led me to the mother. I know you motherfuckers.
That was a great plot, though.
Listen, man, all I know is that
They set
that
up,
shit was stupid.
got everybody.
Yo, you know why it was a great shock? Because it comes completely out of left field.
Yeah.
That's like you going to a fucking hibachi, right? Ordering all the food and all that shit. And then they come up with a Fudgy the Whale cake. And it's not even your birthday. They just fucking handed it to you. And you're like, yo, this is one of the best surprises I've ever had. Yeah, because this was not supposed to come at any point. Did anything point to this happening?
Word. They don't even have refrigerators in here. How you got a fuck ice cream cake?
The fucking table is fire.
Shit. So it's like watching fucking Love Island, and then they go, all right, at the end of the season, Cuba Gooding Jr. killed John F. Kennedy. What? We didn't see that one coming. No shit. No shit. See? Whenever you want to talk about a show stupid, they kick show out.
Hey, at least it's that.
Yeah.
Every time I get on a soapbox for a member of a minority community, I get kicked the fuck out of here. Like
Word.
ICE coming to deport me.
Leon, to me, they went left, right, up, down, sideways, and they didn't find shit. And then at the end, they just said, fuck it, we're tired of this shit. This is what happened.
Yo, you know what? You know my problem with his, or here's the reason why I've been felt like this watching His or Hers, is because they told me that the ending was something you'd never expect. So I started watching going, well, if you put him on camera and you make him look like a suspect, it's obviously not them. So by the time Ben sat down to watch a couple episodes, I was just telling him it's none of these people. None of these people are important to the fucking ending of the show. And once you know that none of them matter, the show becomes irrelevant. It becomes pointless.
Because I kept watching going, what does this shit with this bitch's birthday have to do with anything? What does this shit in the woods have to do with anything? And he's telling me, oh no, this fat girl's this girl. So wait, the girl that died isn't even the one that's dead. Like what? Like, yo, you got go watch Animaniacs. Get your money somewhere else. What up, Big Food? I'm chilling, man. Shit, wanna fuck around and find that bullshit. What do you think of the fact that some DC writers claim to have met John Constantine in real life?
I'm sorry. Say that again.
Some DC writers claim to have met John Constantine in real life.
Like they met Keanu Reeves, or they met John fucking Constantine.
I'm gonna assume that the John fucking Constantine, the character.
All right, it's official. That Hollywood writer strike should have never happened.
Alan Moore claims he met John Constantine twice. Peter McGullen said he saw John Constantine disappear at a party.
Oh wait, so these are comic book writers, not the writers for the movie.
Yeah.
But then they're all smoking dope, or mushrooms, or microdosing some shit. Some illicit substance was had. If you thought you saw a fucking blonde Britishman, and yes, I know I said it that way, fucking fighting demons.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest, Constantine is like every other person. So it's kind of, you sit there and like, oh, I saw James Bond. Was he wearing a suit and smooth? Yeah, I guess that fits James Bond.
No, yeah. But here's the thing, right? Here's the difference. You can physically see somebody in a suit be smooth with women. You cannot physically see somebody fight a motherfucking demon because it don't fucking happen.
Yeah.
Watch Trump. Just break it up.
He sees show fighters demons all the time.
Yo, Cap, if you could say it, son, I saw your lips moving like you was in the Chinese movie, but I ain't hear shit.
You
Yo,
have to translate that.
all I heard was sometimes you're invisible because he saw Titan Corp and now he don't know shit.
I heard
Nah,
him say
I said
Chinese people.
I said if you was talking, Cat, all I saw you move like the Chinese movies, but I ain't hear you.
Oh, if your lips were moving like tiny midgets, he couldn't hear you.
No, I got what he said that time.
All right.
But that's a you problem.
That's another show that got fucking bad.
What, the you problem? Oh.
No, you? Yeah, that I don't know. What after season 3, it was like, all right, shut the fuck up. I'm done. I'm sick of this shit.
How many people is he gonna stop?
Yeah, like how long before somebody puts this motherfucker in the grave or in jail?
Yeah.
They've killed horror movie villains for less.
Word. And all right, so the next thing, Dave Bautista said he wants to work with Christopher Nolan.
Doing what?
It doesn't say. It just says that's his dream director to work with.
It's got to be the right role, man.
I mean, didn't Nolan do Batman?
Yeah, but Nolan's not going to go back and do another superhero.
I mean, I think Bautista could play Obama. If Obama was a big fucking I was gonna say Palestinian. Oh man, what is it? What is
joke is passed?
You know what it is? I said Palestinian because I was thinking Pacquiao. What is Pacquiao? What is Pacquiao? Filipino. There you go. My brain associated Filipino with Pacquiao. He's a Pakistanian. Pacquiaoan. Yo, Pacquiao is the fucking the sponsor for Philippines in Body 100 Asia. He's every Filipino.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, you just seen show. No, you see now it happened. You just see Toe had a stroke and he passed it on to me.
See,
this shit's contagious.
Every time you defend the black man, they pump some shit in here and it fucks everything up.
Show is fucking fighting Chinese people. Toe is having a stroke, and so am I.
You got the Attack on Titan because you got midget lips. You can't get midget lips. Oh man.
Yo, it's got to be the right role because I'm not gonna lie. We saw the Wrecking Crew over the weekend, right?
Yeah.
And was it a good movie? It was entertaining. Was the acting great in it? Not really. Like
Yeah.
I think Batista regressed a little in that role.
Well, because not for nothing, Jason Momoa just played stupid. You know, there's a difference between someone who has natural comedic timing and someone who's just stupid. Like Deadpool. What is Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
He has natural comedic timing. So when he's stupid, he's actually just fucking being an asshole, being, sarcastic asshole. You know what I'm saying? When Momoa does it, you see he's trying a little bit and he's just like a child. You know?
Yeah.
Truth does it perfect.
Yeah. So I think that's what fucked it up, is that Momoa was too much trying to be funny, and Batista was like, well, I can't, no one could look good in a role like this. And the way they shot it was kind of off. Like, I don't know about you, but certain ways things are shot, like certain colors or certain motions, they're too close to things. It looks cheap, so it feels cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like when we're watching people speak and the camera's like this close to his face, it just feels like, all right, you got a camera in his face. Like it's in his face. Like this is the camera and this is his face and it's there. He's like, I don't like Wyoming, but I'll tell you one thing, I'll go back for the fries. It's like, yeah, no, that shit, no matter how good you act, it's in your face. This just ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit.
Yeah, but you can't have him act to a wide the whole time. You got to go to a close up at some point.
No, I get it. It's just, in his face. But like I said, it was a good movie. It just, it wasn't nothing compared to Wonder Man.
What kind of project would you like to see Batista in?
Shit. Like, I wouldn't want to see this again, but he did an amazing role on that cabin movie where he
Knock at
was
the Cabin?
Yeah, that was dope. I think he would play an amazing, like, psychopath. Like, I don't want to say Hannibal, but in a role like that, where people are afraid of him, but he has to connect with a police officer or something to get something done, and he's like in a cage, where like he's the baddest motherfucker in the world, but the only thing we see from him is his voice, and he has to talk to shit. I think something like that would be good for him. It's like powerful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because how many times have we seen him knock out a monologue? Like in the what is it, Cyberpunk 2025? What was that movie?
Blade Runner 2049. He was
Blade Runner.
great in that movie.
Yeah, he did phenomenal in that. Cabin in the Knock at the Cabin. He did phenomenal in that.
He's got it in him.
Yeah.
It's just,
I think when it comes to comedy, he's good. But in now this is gonna be a wrong analogy, but it's the only one I can make. But in like a Leslie Nielsen type way.
well, he's got to be the straight man.
Yeah, like in Guardians of the Galaxy, he was funny when he wasn't trying to be funny. Like when he did the shit with the kids, that was funny, but that was heartfelt. You know, when he was laughing, oh, it's because you're ugly, and then she touched him and she felt the pain. Like that was like, oh, she's serious. Like he's blah 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 blah, but she makes it seem like, oh, this nigga's holding a lot in.
Yeah.
Like he's able to express more with his physicalness and his tone than he can trying to be funny.
Oh, I think his next role is he's in Highlander with Henry Cavill.
Oh shit, okay. That's something also.
And guess who else is in Highlander?
Jason Momoa.
Drew McIntyre.
All right, so you're saying the movie's gonna suck?
He's not that bad of an actor. Oh no, I'm thinking of Sheamus.
Sheamus is gonna be in it?
No. Sheamus was the. I was like, he was in Ninja Turtles. That's good. No,
Yeah.
See, I mixed up my white guys. They ain't kicked me off here yet.
Right? Shit. This guy fucking
It's
sucks.
other black people mixing up the white people. Nah.
What else we got?
A button that when I press it, nothing happens. And I don't know why. There you go.
You ain't never lied.
That was 25 years ago. I'm pressing the button and
The fuck is that?
you know what I'm saying?
Like, why you went quiet?
I think I need a new stream deck because
Fucking thing sucks.
Look at yo. What's funny is you had to press that button yesterday for that joke today.
yo, for real. Like, yo, I was pressing fucking this button so long that all you heard was nothing because the button I'm pressing now don't work.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Can I get an amen?
Yo, you gotta switch that. Like, can I get a stream deck?
Right? Shit. Every time I press the stream deck is
Cause I'm getting tired. You can tell what the fuck I'm doing every time I'm doing something.
like fuck. I don't even know where the rest of my shit is at, so don't even ask no fucking question. Yo.
Burger.
Yeah.
Yo,
Where's that one that I swore up and down was you?
What?
You think you're fucking funny?
I don't have that yet.
I swore up and down that you just said that one day on stream and then recorded it.
No, it goes, look at me, I'm fucking funny. But yeah, that was if someone followed us, they activated that shit. All right. So if you guys want me to press the button one more time,
I said no.
we're done with the buttons. What you said, Show?
I was bringing it back to the role. I wanted to see Batista play.
There you go. See, get your shit.
So what
Yeah.
you want to see?
I don't know why. Maybe I'm wrong. I didn't even see the role that Denzel Washington played in Gladiator, but I could imagine him playing one of those characters. I don't know if I would
I'll
make
tell
him a
you-
gladiator since he's a little
I'll tell you
older.
right now, Denzel was not a fucking gladiator.
Nah, he was like one of those guys.
He was
Like I saw him with the gray hair.
yeah, he was one of those people from Brooklyn who just so happened to run a gladiator arena.
So yeah, so you know something though? It's funny. Show brings up Denzel, and I'm sitting here going, John Q. Batista in a movie like John Q?
Yeah, fighting for his kid. I want my fucking kid to live. I won't kill everybody.
He wouldn't look like the people that he lives with, like Denzel did. But I can see him being a powerful actor in that.
How about a movie in which he's a paramedic who was given a heart to deliver for surgery, and he's got to get it through there through a storm, through people fucking with him.
Oh, like 21 Blocks?
Yeah, but it's not necessarily an action movie.
It's just
Like,
a hard day's worth of work.
Yeah, like you can give him moments where like he's pleading, like he's getting robbed or something, and he's like, "Yo, take what you want in the trunk, but I need to get this to the fucking blah 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 blah."
Yeah.
Because I think he's big enough that if he's just like, "Yo, I'm not gonna stop you from doing your shit. I just don't need you to stop me from doing my shit," then you take him serious.
Yeah. Okay, I can see that. You ever seen the movie Hacksaw Ridge?
I haven't seen it, but I know what it's about. Is that the one with Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Right. He's the pacifist. He won't ever fire a gun. He's a medic in the army.
Yep. I had it on. So I seen bits and like I know the story, but did that movie come out before or after Spider-Man?
After.
Okay, because I'm sitting there going, I can see why he's Spider-Man. And it's not that his agility or nothing, it's just the way he acts and he saved all those people. It's like, okay, I can see that. But Vince Vaughn did a pretty good job also, because he was the drill sergeant and the guy they went to war with. But yeah, it was all right.
What about a role like Smashing Punk or Smashing Pumpkin?
You talking about Smash Machine?
Yeah.
No, you know what's funny? I called it Smashing Pumpkin earlier.
No.
Yeah.
No, that's why I'm doing it.
He wants Batista to play Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins.
Yo, listen,
It's
I
all
think he can
about
do it.
how he bought NWA wrestling.
He got skinny. He got skinny. He can play the Smashing Pumpkins. You know what's funny? I was thinking about that. Him playing that kind of a role. But
Randy Couture.
I don't think that slight accent that The Rock put on to be this guy, he would have been able to. Like, I don't see him doing that. I don't want to say he wouldn't have been able to do it. I just don't see him doing it.
But what if he does a movie like that that's not necessarily based on somebody?
Oh, I can see it.
Like they could take Randy Couture, his story, but it's not Randy Couture's movie.
Yeah.
It's just they use him as a template.
Shit, you know something? I know this is out of left field, but I could see him playing Dolph Lundgren in the remake of Universal Soldier. It's empty. You know?
Ooh. Who's that G.I. Joe, the commander with the white head?
In what?
So what?
Sergeant Slaughter?
But Sergeant Slaughter was actually Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah.
From G.I. Joe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what I thought about.
I guess you could make Batista Sergeant Slaughter.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. But
I want to give Batista like something actual to do.
Yeah, but the
and not
difference
just
between
say a line and punch somebody.
The difference between Sergeant Slaughter and Batista is that when Batista's mad, when he shows anger, it's an explosive anger. Where Sergeant Slaughter has that growly fucking "I'm a man and I'll kill you" voice. I'm not saying Batista doesn't like Batista has like a you know what I'm saying? Like he has that.
Yeah.
Give me you know, like an explosive, like I like fucking kill you. Where Sergeant Slaughter and people have that fucking listen here, maggot, I'll rip your fucking head off and shit down your throat. You know, something to that effect where it's just it's a different type of toughness for Sergeant Slaughter. I can see him doing Roadblock or somewhere else if we're gonna do G.I. Joe, but I wouldn't want to see him in a G.I. Joe movie. I'm right now still off the high of Wonder Man, where I want everything that they do, whether it be a comic book movie, a toy movie, or some shit, to be serious.
How about this? You said something like John Q, right?
Yeah.
How about a movie? And I mean, this might be a little too close for us, but a movie in which either his wife or his kid is waiting on that transplant or whatever they need, and it's just him and them connecting and bonding in the final days.
Mm.
And it builds up to, do they get it or not? It's just Batista and whoever, single room, those two. Every now and again, like a nurse or a doctor, somebody will come in. But the crux of the movie, like let's just say it's his wife. The crux of the movie is them still finding love in these stages, but reminiscing about what they once had, how they met, and all this shit.
Yeah. I can see that.
I was gonna say a movie that I think he's already in. Is he in Gears of War?
No,
He wants to do Gears of War. I don't think they.
he was the what do you call it? They did like a celebrity skin for Gears of War, and he was the model for the main character.
He would be perfect.
Yeah, I can see him in Gears of War.
Yo, to go off of what show is thinking. What if he did a movie where he had to have eye surgery, and coming out of eye surgery, he had to get like a taxi or something, but he still had to solve a crime.
Stuber. Yeah, that movie's pretty good.
Yeah, that movie was way funnier than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah. Shit, I'm trying to think, like, yo, you know, it'd be dope if they made a movie like, and what's The Departed, but instead of for him going into the Italian mountain, he's like in a biker gang. And the premise of it is, we know that there is a cop inside that's undercover, but we don't know who it is. And now we have to suspect who's the cop, because we're not looking at it on the side of the cop trying to get the biker gang arrested. We're looking at it on the biker gang just living life, and then they find out it might be a cop somewhere, so they're testing everybody. And now we have to figure out who's the cop.
I like that.
Is that, you know, it lets us in.
Now, question for you. Do they tell us who the cop is in the trailer?
Of course.
I'm sold.
Lieutenant Dave Batista infiltrates a fucking biker gang, but we don't know who he is.
In a world where Batista's clearly the cop.
And his partner, John Travolta, go on a vacation and they fucking blow up a biker bar. And now they have to fight the disciples of Diablo. Shit. Oh, did you know Congress? You know how they have the city councils? No, but you know how they have the city councils for a bunch of people going in there to protest ICE and shit?
Yeah.
You know, a grown man came in as Batman?
Yeah, I saw that.
He's like, yo, he was like cursing at him, like, not for nothing. Despite the fact that he's dressed up as Batman.
Yo, I think he did it because that's the only way he'd get attention on himself.
I get it. And that's kind of what Batman would have said. You know, like, you fucking people should be ashamed of yourself.
It would have been more poignant if he was Cap, but
yeah. But listen, man, not everybody has money for a shield.
Yo, you know I gotta say it. In today's climate, I gotta say, you know, I gotta preface this by saying, not everything is funny, but you can find the humor in everything.
Yeah.
That's how you can get through life. So I'm gonna say this joke, and I don't give a shit what anybody says. And you know what? I'll do it this way and not the way I was originally going to do it. But what killed the dinosaurs? The ice agent.
Speaking of killing the dinosaurs, we go to another Batman, Robert Pattinson.
Oh, Lay's favorite.
Yes. Someone tweeted out.
Someone called 911.
Yeah. Someone tweeted out, is there a chance Robert Pattinson could play the DCU Batman, even as a sort of a variant disconnected from the Matt Reeves movie? And James Gunn replied to him, no.
There you go.
So be happy what you got, Joe.
To this day,
He ain't Batman.
No, he just said he couldn't play him as a variant.
No, he ain't Batman. He played, he was more of a than he was Batman.
Yeah.
That's one of the show's favorites. But Show, you got anything you want to add to this? I know you've been watching a lot of movies, doobies and loovies and TV shows and all that other shit.
I need to take over all the end.
All right. I need you to say that one more time, but this time loud enough for everybody to hear it.
Said I think I spoke loud. I think I spoke enough, man. I ain't mean to take so much air.
Word. I thought he was gonna say, I think I poked the bear enough.
Yo, so you are the definition of that meme, and I ain't do shit.
I did my part. I didn't do a fucking thing.
Listen, I want an A on this fucking class project too. Fuck that.
Cause he saw Masters of the Universe, thinking that we was talking about Wonder Man.
Yo, that's the funny thing. It doesn't even say He-Man in the title. What?
Word. And that shit was last week. We told you to do that last week.
Hey. Titty.
Your titties. That's what it is. Listen, man, titties. What?
Said I did it. Oh shit.
Titties.
Yo, so you are not a beautiful woman. You can't distract us by just yelling titties.
I gotta try. Fuck it.
How come you don't watch the show? Titties. All right. Billy, how come you didn't watch the show? Titties, you can't use it. Oh man, the shit we do for our country.
Trying to see right now if there's any other news to report.
So, here goes a little fun fact. Jackie Chan, at 71 years old, now says that he doesn't like Rush Hour because he didn't understand the culture. Like a lot of the jokes that were said, he didn't understand it.
Shit, you understand the money
I get that. You literally see that happening in the in the blooper reel.
Yeah, somebody commented going, knowing this makes the fucking movie even funnier now. The fact that you don't ever touch a black man's radio. He's like, what? What are you talking about? It's like it's like not for nothing. That statement was a doy, no shit.
Yeah.
He didn't understand what the fuck was like.
When he walked into the bar, what's up? Like,
I nigga. Yo, but my favorite, this ain't never worked. I'm not 6'4". Never mind that you're a fucking black guy in the picture. It's just the height. Flash it. They see height. There's a bunch of women in there. FBI bullshit. You ain't 6'4". How you saw that? I'm a woman, goddammit. I know my height. You're about 5'10", 5'11". You ain't 6'1". What? How much money you make? $250,000 a year? You're broke. We just gonna keep going with it. I don't like the way you pants. Word. There's a whole bunch of bag of formaldehyde. We didn't hear you, Show.
I said I didn't even know that.
He didn't know that either.
I
They didn't know that the badge showed the height.
I totally forgot what the fuck I was gonna say.
You didn't know the badge showed the height?
No, I didn't know that the badge had a height. So all you gotta do is show it.
Yeah. The badge doesn't have a height. It has your height on it. The badge is a normal card holder. It doesn't have a height. It's too short to be a height. Yo, it's funny. Cap froze right on his face when he's dying. Look at this. I try to make him bigger. And he's gone. They finally got him. Oh, there he goes. We start talking about the black man's height, and they cut him off again. They got that Agger Schlager. Yo, he just screamed on the block. And on that note, I guess he's trying to tell us to wrap it up because the computer's about to blow up. But anyway, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. The rest of the week, either we on or we not. We're probably not gonna be on because I'm gonna be off. So when you see us live, that's when we live. When we not live, we not there no more. So shut the fuck up and enjoy it. And if we do go live, you come on because show's gonna be singing in Spanish and dancing in Arabian.
English.
That's right.
Dancing in English, singing in Spanish, reading in Arabic.
That's right. And shutting the fuck up everywhere else. So on that note, ladies and gentlemen, it's your friendly neighborhood knucklehead signing out. Peace, everybody.